Cleveland. We call it home. Some call it Believeland. There are a million stories in the big city. This one is about a true believer in the power of higher education. He came here believing higher education has the power to transform lives. He came here believing higher education has the power to transform communities. Above all, he never stopped believing that such transformations could happen here. This is the story of a visionary leader who not only dramatically reshaped a best-in-class university, but left an indelible mark on its hometown. Because here in Believeland, Cleveland State University President Ronald M. Berkman never stopped believing in us.
He embraced the city and said we can be a catalyst for economic growth. So we got outside of the boundaries of this small campus, made it much larger, but also made it a vibrant part of the city, an integration where the boundaries did not count.
Many times with large institutions, they don't have necessarily the connection with the community in which they sit. And he wanted to ensure that that was not the case with Cleveland State University. So that's what impressed me the most. He came in, he wanted to meet, he talked about community and wanted to make sure that Cleveland State connected with the community and became part of the community.
The positioning of the university through the Berkman years has been extraordinary in our community. Cleveland State has a seat at the big table, and everyone really wants to know their point of view.
A native of Brooklyn, New York, Ron Berkman grew up in a working-class family. Truth be told, the youngest son of Sidney and Hannah Berkman once preferred sports to schoolwork. As an undergraduate at William Patterson College, however, he ignited a passion for learning that burns to this day. He went on to earn a PhD in political science from Princeton University. He taught at Princeton and the City University of New York, in addition to holding visiting professorships at the University of California, Berkeley, New York University, and the University of Puerto Rico.
He was a very caring administrator. He cared about students. He cared about the faculty. He mentored so many of us.
In my mind, wherever he goes, he's helped to leave it better than he found it. And I think that's a very important legacy for any person who aspires to leadership. Leave it better than you found it. Boom, that's Ron.
After rising through the leadership ranks at CUNY and Florida International University, Dr. Berkman became the 6th president of Cleveland State University in 2009.
Cleveland State was at a seminal moment. We had made good progress under President Schwartz, and we had some real opportunities. And I think the biggest was for us to be able to maintain our character as an urban university, but at the same time to enhance the excellence and the pride in what we're doing in our academic standards. And Ron Berkman was able to put those two things together.
Today's Cleveland State University is almost indistinguishable from the Cleveland State University of 9 years ago. It's an institution where the entire community now clearly understands the importance of a high-quality public university in Cleveland as a driver of economic activity. That thought did not cross people's minds 9 years ago.
At CSU, the Berkman era will be remembered for forward thinking and forward momentum.
He, in my view, basically is an urban guy. And a lot of his experience has been in urban areas. So it started out that you have the person who really believed in the urban university and its relationship to the urban area in which it served.
First and foremost, CSU rededicated itself to student success. For President Berkman, this wasn't just a matter of principle. It was personal. A first-generation college student himself, he paid his way through school by driving a beer truck and working in a gypsum factory. He knew firsthand about the struggles of students who toiled as hard outside the classroom as they did in college.
I had asked him to come into my class because he's a political scientist and uses those skills in his presidential work. I think he really related to them in a way that they did not expect. And I'm not sure he expected it either. I don't think he, although he's had a lot of contact with students, expected it to be that intimate and dynamic, and it really was.
To streamline the path to degree attainment, his administration implemented a series of initiatives that saved time and money for students and increased retention and graduation rates.
He has done really a remarkable job in providing those pathways by providing ways in which students can be more efficient in scheduling their classroom work, can be more effective in following a career plan, and as a consequence, we have students who are much more engaged in engaged learning, as he likes to describe it.
As an athlete, I've really benefited from a lot of his initiatives, not only on the court but in the classroom as well. Taking advantage of multi-term registration, I was able to complete my degree in 3 years with 2 minors as well. And I don't think that's something that I would have been able to do at another school and do all the activities I was able to keep up with.
President Berkman also reaffirmed the university's commitment to engaged learning, a hands-on approach to higher education with an emphasis on real-world experience.
My degree is in business, but I'm working in politics and I'm really enjoying it, and I wouldn't have had the experience or know that that was something I was even interested in if I didn't have the opportunities that I had at Cleveland State.
During his tenure, CSU cultivated a world-class faculty and ranked #1 in the nation for increases in research expenditures, according to the National Science Foundation.
He has done a variety of things to enhance our faculty team. Under a very difficult budget situation, he still supported our initiative to increase the number of full-time faculty and also to allocate funds to support the faculty travel, faculty professional development, and also faculty research activities.
President Berkman at heart is an academic's academic. He cares about faculty, he cares about academic programs and academic standards, and he's been very willing to support those programs and provide the resources necessary for the faculty and the staff of those programs to just let them grow.
No stranger to groundbreaking shovels or ribbon-cutting scissors, Dr. Berkman presided over an extraordinary campus makeover.
You can't attract the best and the brightest with antiquated equipment and an old facility that doesn't show well. So it was so important to make that investment in the future of the university and the future of the College of Engineering to give the students a better experience.
The inward-facing architecture of yesteryear gave way to dynamic and inviting facilities that embrace and elevate the downtown cityscape. This revitalization proved contagious, breathing new life into the entire campus district. Campus life came alive at CSU.
My sophomore year, President Berkman brought back homecoming, and I worked with him on working on the parade. He has worked Cleveland into Cleveland State so that we feel as one and have pride in the city and our school.
You can really just see how much President Berkman has transformed this area physically and aesthetically in the past 10 years. Cleveland State really is a destination school and somewhere I'm really proud of to call my home.
A renewed sense of Viking pride swelled as CSU packed him in for everything from the university's 50th anniversary to the AHA Festival to lacrosse games. Another hallmark of Dr. Berkman's presidency are the partnerships he forged with multiple community stakeholders.
He's able to inspire others to join whatever effort it is he has in mind, and he's willing to listen, and he knows collaboration to a T. With whomever you speak, you will find that they have high praise for the way Dr. Berkman has been able to work with them.
With the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, President Berkman created an education park where Campus International School and MC Squared STEM High School are challenging students in kindergarten through 12th grade with rigorous curricula.
Under Dr. Berkman's leadership, Cleveland State has really been a forefront runner in our higher education compact to ensure that CMSD students have access to and persist and succeed at Cleveland State.
Dr. Berkman understood that whether or not a child pursues a career in STEM, the fact that the preparation and the rigor of the preparation will get them ready for college-level courses and training is really the essence of why we entered into this wonderful, wonderful relationship.
With Northeast Ohio Medical University, President Berkman launched the NeoMed CSU Partnership for Urban Health.
Here's a program that is interdisciplinary center, as well as trying to attract young persons from the city, minorities and persons of color, to become physicians.
President Berkman really cares deeply about the physical health and mental health of the community and wanted to be a real part of that and make CSU a driver in that area. I just loved his spirit of collaboration, cooperation, and broad concern for Greater Cleveland.
With Playhouse Square and Cleveland Playhouse, President Berkman unveiled the CSU Arts Campus.
Ron built CSU into a major stakeholder in the arts community in Cleveland.
As part of Ron's great vision, Cleveland State is starting a new film school, and it's going to be located in Idea Center, and it is going to take CSU and in a whole new direction. It's in partnership with the Cleveland Film Commission, in partnership with Playhouse Square, and it's going to actually create another workforce that is greatly needed, not only in film, but also in theater.
The economic development impact of CSU partnering with Playhouse Square has had enormous impact. There's been enormous impact on downtown. It's been a home run.
As Cleveland State University strengthened its ties to Cleveland, the community responded with an unprecedented outpouring of philanthropic support.
The one thing you will know if you know President Berkman is he's passionate about everything. He's passionate about the students, he's passionate about scholarships, he's passionate about the university, and that's the reason why he gets so much done.
Under President Berkman's leadership, CSU raised in excess of $125 million, while the CSU Foundation more than doubled its funds under investment.
I'm thrilled that I had the pleasure of working with him in terms of helping the Cleveland State University Foundation turn around. And he's a very persuasive fellow.
Ron is able to connect with our donors. He is able to listen to them, to tap into their passions, and to connect those passions to the needs of our university. And Ron Berkman is able to communicate that importance to our donors so that they want to support the work that we're doing and make a difference in the lives of our students and ultimately our community.
The university received transformative gifts from alumnus Don Washkowitz and his wife Pam, as well as from the Parker Hannafin Foundation, alumnus Monty Ahuja, and the Jack, Joseph, and Morton Mandel Foundation and the Mandel Supporting Foundations.
He has amazed me in more ways than one how successful he has been into. He sometimes joke about it, and between him and me, who's the bigger salesman when it comes to fundraising. But I give a hats to him that he has done a phenomenal job.
President Berkman also was the driving force behind CSU's first fundraising campaign. Engage, the campaign for Cleveland State University, exceeded its goal and concluded 2 years ahead of schedule, raising more than $114 million.
We were able to do that because of Ron's leadership, because any capital campaign requires somebody who is the spokesperson, somebody who stands out and speaks to the community, not just our alums, but the broader community.
The rest of the country took notice of CSU during the Berkman administration too. Year after year, the university was listed among the best in the nation by U.S. News & World Report. When the Brookings Institution ranked public universities that excel at providing upward mobility and conducting vital research, CSU finished 18th in the United States, the only Ohio university in the top tier. A separate Brookings report found that the mid-career salaries of CSU alumni are more than $10,000 higher than those of comparable graduates from other schools. The university earned national recognition for its student success efforts and exceptional community engagement, while President Berkman's outstanding leadership garnered accolade after accolade.
And I say if you look up integrity in the dictionary, you might even see Dr. Berkman's photograph there, because he says what he means what he says, and he's willing to put resources behind whatever decision he makes and gives you support to the nth degree.
Dr. Berkman's friendship and my relationship with him took my passion and my engagement to a new high.
I truly believe he has the unique ability to see around corners. If you think about the accomplishments during his time here, it's nothing short of amazing. The arts program, a medical program, the partnerships in the community, all of these things, student success, he took on. And he took on both with the vision and the drive and will to get them done.
I think it's probably the proudest achievement of his life. You'll call this the Berkman era.
So how do we take the measure of this man? Perhaps noted professor of management and psychology Adam Grant put it best when he said, "The most meaningful way to succeed is to help others succeed." To gauge the success of President Ronald M. Berkman, look no further than the 33,000 students who have graduated from CSU over the past 9 years. When they received their diplomas, Dr. Berkman was there to congratulate each and every one of them and shake their hands. His story, you see, is their story. The power that propelled a kid from Brooklyn, New York to the presidency of a best-in-class university is the same power that has sent tens of thousands of proud CSU alumni into the world to make a positive difference. That's the power of higher education. It can transform lives. It can transform communities. And it's the ultimate success story. Here's to your next chapter, Dr. Berkman. Before you turn the page, we just want to say,
thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Thank you, President Berkman.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, President Berkman.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, President Berkman.
Thank you for believing in Cleveland State University. Thank you for believing in Cleveland. Thank you for believing in us.